everyone, this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. Hi everyone, so today I have Madeline with me, and Madeline is the Tristan Sculpt by Janine DeLange, and she was reborn by Emma Bennett. And the reason I brought her on today was because she has been requested by two of my dolly friends. Tammy Handy is one of them, and Grace from Mother's Loving Arms Nursery was the other one that wanted to see Madeline. And I haven't brought her on in a long time. She is actually one of my oldest reborn toddler girls. So anyway, let me show you the outfit that I'm going to be changing her into, and I'll give you a little bit more details about her as we do that. So this is her dress, and it's a really pretty little dress that came with her. Emma sent this in her box opening, and it zippers down the back, and I'm not sure what size this is. I haven't looked at it lately. Let me see. I think it's does it say 18 months? Yeah, it's a size 18 months. So she wears between an 18 and 24 months, depending on the brand and the style. Most of the times, I have put her in a size 24 month. And I'll tell you why in a few minutes. So anyways, that's her dress. And then these are the shoes that also came with her in her box opening. And they fit her really nicely. These are size 2, but they're a large size 2. Because of the size of her feet, actually the size of the top of her feet, she fits better in a size like a size 3 normally, but these are a little bit large. And then I just thought I would put these socks, these little white socks on her with her shoes. And then the color of her dress, I found these bows. These hair bows were given to my girls for my nursery from my dear friend Carrie of Carrie's Little Cuties. And when I saw these bows in my collection, I thought they would go perfectly with all the colors of the dress. As you can see, there's yellow, blue, white, and those are all the colors in the dress. So they're going to go perfectly. And then last but not least, these are her earrings. And I chose these because they were really pretty shiny blue, and they have little rhinestones in the middle. And she's got gorgeous big blue eyes, and so I thought they would go really, really nicely with her. So she's already on the big girl pillow, the big kid pillow, so I'm going to go ahead and turn her around. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. First of all, let's go ahead and take her little hat off. And yeah, this is a cute little summer hat that I found for my girls. And she's the one that wears it best. She is a really, really big girl. She's actually got, I think, as I'm looking around at my collection, she actually has the biggest head of all the toddler girls. So yeah, she is, she's really, really, she's a big girl. Yes, she is a big toddler girl. I probably shouldn't have turned her around so quickly while I'm showing you some other things. So let's go ahead and get her back in the camera. And then this is her little dolly, and it's actually a big dolly, and it fits her really nicely. She needs big things to play with because she's a big girl. Yes, she is. So let's go ahead and put her dolly aside down here. And I guess that's all I can say about her outfit. Oh, I haven't talked about her outfit that she's wearing. This is an outfit that she received from Auntie Jan Binkley, the shoe fairy. Gosh, a long time ago, back in 2018. No, was it? No, I'm sorry, it wasn't 2018. It was 2022. It was a couple of years after I got her that Jan sent these for especially for this outfit, especially for Madeline, and it is a size 24 months. And she also sent the pretty shoes, which I'll show you. Let me see if I can get the camera down there. Her little pink sparkle shoes, and I'll give you a better view of those whenever I start changing her. So yeah, she's going to be fun to change. She's going to be a challenge. I'll go ahead and turn her around, and let's get her bows off and her dress off. And she's wearing a cute little necklace that I also bought for her. She likes this necklace. She always wears it. It's got an ice cream cone, a donut, and a little popsicle right there. Cute. And then it's got all these pretty beads, real pretty multicolored beads. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there because I want to put it back on her. And she's also wearing this stretchy bracelet that Emma Bennett sent her in her box opening, which I'll put back on her as well. So let's see what we do. We're going to take her little bows out. Looks like the rubber band wants to come out too. It's been a while since I've done her hair, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put some new rubber bands in her hair as well. So yeah, we'll do that in a minute though. Now she's, like I said, she's really big, so I'm going to have a hard time getting all of her in the camera. So please bear with me as we get her changed. And I don't want to be in the camera. I don't want to be in the camera. It's because it's all about Madeline. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and lay her down. We're ready to do that. We're ready to get her laid down. Maybe you can see her better now that she's lying down. Yeah, her head doesn't turn that well, but we do the best we can with our big kids, don't we? And this is the little shoes. I call them her pink sparkly shoes. And Jan sent this with the outfit to go with the outfit with the one that she's wearing. So yeah, this big girl, I actually had to change her body shortly after I got her because, and I'll show you as I get her changed, I'll show you her original body. She came with a really small body for the size of her legs and her arms and her head. So, and I do believe it's the, I mean, this wasn't Emma that chose the body. It's a body that actually came with her sculpt, and it was a little body. After I get this onesie off, I will show you the body and I'll compare it to the one that I found for her. Yeah, I went to McPherson's back in those days, back in 2018, and I looked for the largest body that I could find for her. And this is the one that I ended up with, and I'm very happy with it. So the details on Emma's birth certificate don't really match up anymore, except for the fact that she was born on July the 24th of 2018. Originally, her length was 26 inches and her original weight was 9 pounds, but she is much longer and she is much heavier now that since I've changed her. Gave her a larger body, and of course the larger body is going to be heavier because she's going to have more glass beads in there. So yeah, but she's wearing this cute little watermelon onesie that I put on her, and I think she looks darling in it. Let's go ahead and take her socks off. See if we can do that. Yeah. So yeah. So this is the size of her original body. And it was, it's hard for you to tell right now, but it was much, the way that she's kind of like tucked in and stuff right now. It's kind of hard for me to, let me poof her up a little bit. But this is the size of her original body, so her legs, see where the body ends right here? Her legs were like way up here, like this. You know, so she was like really short, you know. So when I saw her, I was, I thought, oh, you know, she looks sort of like she's not in proportion. And so I kind of asked my hubby, and I said, what do you think? Do you think that she looks okay, like everything looks proportion and size? And he said, right away, he said, no, her body looks too small. And I said, you know, I thought the same thing. So what I did was, like I said, I went on McPherson's and I found her the largest body that I could find. And I put her body on, and I filled it and put the beads and the glass beads in there and all that. And I don't think that I didn't refill her legs. I left them the same. So she probably weighs, let's see, Emma's original weight was 9 pounds. She probably weighs maybe 10 to 12 pounds, something like that. It's what she feels like. But yeah, so she's much longer and a few pounds heavier than her original weight. Yeah, so sometimes you got to do that, you know, when you get a baby. It's just, you know, if you don't think that they're proportioned right, or they're not cuddly enough, or they're too cuddly, or whatever, you know, you just have to fix them up a little bit. So I learned how to do that a long time ago by trial and error, you guys. By trial and error. And you know, I know for a lot of people it's scary to actually take apart a reborn, and you know, probably because they think, oh no, I'm never going to be able to get it back together. But really, it's a very it's a simple process, and you know, the more you do it, the less scarier it is. I'm not scared at all to do it. Actually, I wasn't scared in the first place because it just seemed like a simple process to me. So yeah. All right, big girl. Now you came with this dress. She's got her limbs are very chubby limbs. So guess what I did just before I came on video today? I went out in my garden. Like in my last video, I told you I wished I would have given you video of my how big my garden's getting. Well, when I went out there, I thought, you know, my garden needs to be weeded. My garden needs to be weeded. It was just, we've had like 5 days of rain and no chance to get out there to do any kind of maintenance work on anything. You know, the veggie garden or the property or anything. So anyway, I decided before I did my video that I was going to weed the garden. So that's what I did. And it was a lot of work. It took me about an hour, I think, overall to do it. But it was when the garden didn't have the sunshine on it. So it was a nice cool day, a morning to get the garden done like that. And so what I did was, when I got done with the garden, I did a little 5-minute video for you all to see, and I'm going to put that garden update video at the end of this video. And for those of you who are interested in seeing how much bigger my tomato plants are, and my green beans that I planted seeds from, they've got huge leaves, and some of them are actually starting climb up the fencing, and it's just really cool. So, and the garden looks really good too. And I explained all about you know, some things too when I was out there. because I don't clear off all, you know, I'm looking for, here's my, I have to have my trusty silicone bands, and I'm going to choose, well, you know, I'm going to choose yellow. Yeah, I'm going to choose yellow because yellow is actually a color that is in the bow, and you're not going to be able to see the band anyway, but it's always fun to choose color to coordinate. Anyway, so yeah, I went out there and I cleared out all the vegetation that didn't need to be in there, just basically around the plants, around the veggies. And then the vegetation that is left in there, I want that in there because it gives me something to walk on whenever the garden is wet, like after a rain. It gives me something to walk on rather than mud. And so that's the method to my madness of leaving rows of vegetation in the middle of, like, for example, the beans. And then there's a pathway around the tomato cages that also have vegetation. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got that work done. That's a hard job, you know, getting all that weeding done. I do it mainly. I do it by hand. Some of it I hoe, but I always find that hoeing doesn't really get the roots. For me anyway, because I don't have the technique of hoeing down very well like my hubby does. But am I getting that straight? I think so. That looks pretty good. So anyway, I like to pull up all the weeds and stuff by hand to get the roots so that it doesn't grow back as quickly. Yeah, so I worked out there and today. So I hope you enjoy seeing the veggie garden at the end. Yes, I do. Like I explained in the video that I did out there for you, I'm going to go ahead and lay her back down again because we are going to put her shoes on. Let's put her head over here. I'm also going to put her earrings on while we have her down here. Yeah, anyways, I forgot what I was going to say, but it must not have been that important, right? Because I just prattle on, you know, just prattle on. So these are her feet. They are chubby, and they have a high upper foot. She's got a thick foot. She got 2 thick feet. Yes, she does. And so that's what makes her difficult to find shoes for. I don't have very many pair of big enough shoes for her to wear, actually. I thought that Jan did really good in finding those pink sparkle shoes, because they're like a thicker, a deeper shoe is what this one needs. She needs a deep shoe to fit the top of her feet. Yes, she does. I'm sitting here. Let me fix this one up a little bit more. So yeah, I hope you enjoy seeing my garden. That's basically going to be my life out here for this summer. It's going to be weeding, and then when the veggies get big enough to harvest, I'm going to be picking them and processing them. And so yeah, it's going to be a busy summer. Yep, it is. The easy part, well, actually the garden is it's not the I was going to say the easy part's done with putting the garden in, and now I just have to watch it grow. But putting the garden in isn't, you know, it's not a really easy task, but we get her done. So let's go ahead and get her earrings in. Get those out. Yeah, I just thought that she would look, because she's got such pretty blue eyes, that she would look really pretty with these earrings. Oh my goodness. And they go really, really good with the dress too. Let's see if I can show you up close. Get this big girl lifted. Yeah, see? And then there's her pretty eyes. Hello. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, she keeps my muscles in tone, that's for sure. But so do my other toddlers, you know. They're big kids too. Yeah, we have a lot of big kids. Oh, and I was going to show you, let me, after I get her, I'm going to get her necklace back on. I was going to show you her hair on the back. You can see how long her hair is. It's a very short hairstyle. Oh, and she does have human hair. Yes, she does. Let's go ahead and get that way. And put her little bracelet back on. That looks like the old-fashioned telephone cord. But it looks cute on her, I think. Yeah. All right, let's turn her around and I'll adjust the camera. Oh, you know what I should have done was turned her around in the big kid pillow. That's what I usually do, and then we just twist like that. Let's fix her dress in the back. Yeah, so that it's nice and smooth. Now this is a really pretty, cute outfit for her. Like I said, Emma sent it with her, except for the necklace. She sent this and the shoes in her box opening. And here's her shoes. And they look really, really cute with this dress. Yes, they do. Yeah, there she is. Hi, Madeline. So, yeah, well, thank you, Grace and Tammy, for asking to see Madeline again. I really had fun bringing her on. And here's her dolly. You know, she has to have her dolly. I hope you all are going to have a really good weekend this weekend. Today's Friday. So, yeah. Our weather is really good today. We're supposed to have 4 or 5 days of no rain. So I can't wait for that. And I hope you all, you know, whatever you do this weekend, that the weather cooperates with you too. Oh, I forgot, you guys. I was going to show you the back of her hair. That's what her hair looks like. She's got this little flip going on. Really, really nice honey blonde hair. Or it could be called strawberry blonde. Emma does a lot of strawberry blonde hair with her babies. I really like that color. So yeah. Yep, I think that she looks like a at least a 3-year-old. So, Granny, if you're watching, Granny, you'll see that, well, you didn't see them, but she is wearing big girl panties because she is at least 3 years old, if not 3.5, if not 4. And she's plenty big to wear trainer pants. So, I hope you get a laugh out of that one. Anyway, everyone, sorry to keep you waiting so long with my goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend, and until we meet again, bye-bye from me and big girl Madeline. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. So I just finished weeding my garden, and so I have green beans that I planted from seed on this side, right here. Sorry about that car that just went by. And then, of course, green beans on the other side as well. And then here are my tomato plants. And these little, or they're big now, but these little tomato plants, about not even 4 weeks ago. They were little tiny, about 6 inches tall, and so now they are almost as tall as me. Well, I'm not quite 5 feet, but anyway, so I weeded them too, and see all this green, this nice green stuff. This right here was, all of this green stuff was hugged up against my, all of my veggies, all of my beans and all of my tomatoes. And we had about, I don't know, I think at least 5 days of rain. And these past 5 days, and I wasn't able to get out and weed my garden, so I just got done doing that. And so what I do is I leave this part in the middle for a walking path, because when the garden is wet, it's muddy unless I leave something like this in between. So this is my walking path that I made after getting it all out of these guys. And then I also have a walking path that's around the tomatoes. And see, I cleared all the tomatoes out. I mean, the weeds out of the tomatoes. And then I have this little walking path. See? And that way my boots don't get, see, these are my boots. And that way my boots don't get muddy, just walking on plain mud. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you today. I'm going to go in and do a video, and so we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that this video is going to be at the very end. So, but let's see. I was going to show you the flowers on the tomatoes. See, they're all flowering now. There's some flowers. And that's the first tomato. I have 4. There's some flowers. Let's see if I can bring it in. There they are. There's some flowers in my third one. Let's see if I can bring that in. And then this one has a couple of rows of flowers. Here's some on down here. And then here's some up here. Let's see if I can focus those for you. So yeah, that's my garden, you guys. I might as well show you my peonies. The rain really took care of my peonies. I had 1, maybe 2 good days where my peonies were blooming and they were just gorgeous. And then the rain came like the 3rd day and destroyed them. And for those of you who have who grow peonies, you know how they are. They're the most beautiful flower, the most fragrant smelling flower, but they're very, very delicate. However, I do have one more thing that I'm going to show you. I'm going to go out the gate here. I have a hibiscus. And this is a beautiful, this turns into a beautiful red hibiscus when it blooms. And I'll show you the blooms after they come out. But this is what I'm looking forward to next. My peonies are always first, and then my hibiscus is always second. So there you go. See, there's they're gonna, it'll be a couple of weeks yet, I think, for them. So yeah, I just thought I would, there's my farmhouse. That I'll show you my nursery room window. That second window to your left is my nursery room window, and that's my doorway. So yeah, that's my farmhouse. That's where we do all of our garden work and processing and things like that. So yeah. There's my bug spray. There's my muddy gloves, which I'll be cleaning. And then there is my ho right down there. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm not sure if this is going to end the video, but if it does, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.